Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Ripul Gupta from Alja School of Law. Today we'll see the subject of competition law and the subject and the topic of discussion is application of section 3. We have already discussed about section 3 previously in my lecture. We have just introductory session of anti-competitive agreements. Today we'll see in detail. So as we know, section 3 of the Competition Act discussed about the anti-competitive agreements. Section 3 subclause 1 is a very wider in its scope. It says that any agreement which is related to manufacturing, production, supply, services, everything which is related to economical market, if you make an agreement related to these aspects, then they are termed as anti-competitive agreements. So section 3 subclause 1 is very wider in its scope and includes many things which is related to market and it says that anything is related to this aspects, we make an agreement related to supply, manufacturing, production and service, then it has an appreciable effect on the market, then they are anti-competitive agreements. Section 3 subclause 2 talks about that anything it is there in 3 subsection 1, it is agreements made related to supply, production or the related to market, then it shall be declared void by the CCI. So 3 subclause 1 and 3 subclause 2 which says that agreement, what are the anti-competitive agreements, and they should declare as a void. Further, section 3 becomes more precise over here. 3 subclause 3 and 3 subclause 4 talks about particular kind of agreements. 3 subclause 3 talks about horizontal agreements and 3 subclause 4 talks about vertical agreements. Now what is horizontal agreement? Horizontal agreement means when the competitors, if the first example there are 4 competitors A, B, C, D and they are into clothing market, they are produce one type of cotton material, cotton cloth in the market, and they are competitors. So if they competitors may come together and make an agreement which has an appreciable adverse effect on the market, then it called as a horizontal agreement. So it says that when the same competitors on the same business, they make an agreement, then it termed as a horizontal agreement and they are per se void. So if the competitors make an agreement, then without looking into investigation or into more inquiry, if it comes to the knowledge of the CCI that they are having such agreement, then they declare it as a void on the prima facie case, because it is not allowed by that if any similar competitors can make an agreement in the market. So now we'll discuss what type of agreement can make by the horizontal make by the competitors or in the horizontal agreement. So first is fixing directly or indirectly purchase or selling price. So here either the party can fix the prices, they can fix the price for the production, they can fix price for the purchase of the goods and the selling of the goods. So here they will curtail the competition in the market, that for the consumer there will be fixed price of goods that they can purchase on the same price. For example, there is a cloth market and they fix the price at rupees 100, 101 or 102. So there will be similar price for the goods. So here they will cut the price, they will fix the price for the purchase and selling of the goods. Second is limiting or controlling the production and investment. Over here they will limit and control the production, so they will not produce the goods in the same way, they will hike the price of the goods. So here the competitors make an agreement where they will agreeing on limiting the goods or production, they limiting their production. Then market allocation and sharing. Over here they will they will select the markets for themselves. For example, A will select Gujarat, B will select Rajasthan, C will select Madhya Pradesh and D will select South. So over here they will select the market that in that market you will not enter. So I'll have dominant position, I can sell the price at my prices. So there is called market sharing and allocation. They will allocate the market for them. So in my market you will not enter. So these are the market sharing and allocation. And last is bid rigging. In bid rigging, what will do? Whether there is a bid for any product, any kind of tender, anything like this, then they will fix the price for bid rigging. More than that you cannot go. So here they will fix the price for the bid rigging. They will fix the bid for suppose 15 crores. So no one will raise the voice for more than 15 crores or less than each crores, kind of this. So here they will fix the bid rigging. So this can be done by the horizontal agreement or the competitors, and these are the per se void under CCI. If they come to know about such agreement, CCI will take rigorous steps and declare such contract as a void and also impose heavy penalty on them. Now the agreement is defined in section 3 subclause 3 is also known as cartel. Now what is cartel? Cartel has been defined under section 2C of the Competition Act. It reads that cartel includes an association of producers, sellers, distributors, traders or service providers who, by agreement amongst themselves, limit, control or attempt to control the production, distribution, sale or price or trade in goods or provision of services. So what is cartel? Again same like horizontal agreement. Here the competitors will make an agreement who themselves limit the control or attempt to control the production, sale or price, trade in goods or provisions of the services. So here again cartel is same like horizontal agreement, where the competitors make an agreement where they can limit the production, fix the prices, supply this production, makes provision for supply, provision for the services. This is cartel, and cartel is per se void like a horizontal agreement. So if there is a cartel, for example, if these 4 companies that are in the clothing market making an agreement for limiting the production, that we can say that they are making cartel. So cartel means where these similar similar enterprises make an agreement for themselves which has an appreciable effect on the market. It is known as cartel, and cartel is bad per se. If there is a cartel, then again CCI has power to take a suo motu action against them and can impose a heavy penalty on them. We can see example over here. So we'll discuss one of the case of cement companies in India. On June 2012, CCI has imposed penalty amongst leading 11 cement industries of 6,300 crores. It comes to the knowledge in the CCI that 6 cement companies are fixing the price, they limit the production, and how they come to know, they have made a very deep study in this. They have seen that concerted action, and how they see the concerted action in the television through the media. They saw that in TV, one cement company fixed the price and advertise about it. Then second company does the same. Then third, also subsequently all the companies by media through this advertisement shows what are their price. So here through this medium indirectly they were making agreement between them, they are fixing the prices over here, and through this CCI come to know about their agreement and impose 6,300 crore fine on 11 leading cement companies. So they got an information from one cement association, and they said that this companies have made an association with them and they are fixing the price, limit the production, even they have shared the allocation of their market. So this has been studied deeply by CCI, and after studies the CCI has imposed 6,300 crore penalty on all the cement companies. Now second is vertical agreement. Vertical agreement is defined in section 3 subclause 4. It says that agreement between the distributor, seller, production and manufacturer and retailers, so they will not make agreement in horizontal way but in a vertical way, that in line from production to supplier to the reseller to the sellers. So they will make an agreement and then they will fix the prices, resale price, how much will be the resale price, how much we should supply it. So this is called vertical agreements. So again, vertical agreements is not per se void. In vertical agreement, they may make an agreement for a competitive basis also, to increase the competition. So in vertical agreement, you have to prove that they have an appreciable adverse effect in the market. If you prove it, then they can declare as a void. So until if you're not able to prove that case, then you cannot you cannot penalize them. So there is only one difference, it is horizontal agreement and vertical agreement. In horizontal agreement you have a per se void, in vertical agreement it is not per se void. So what are the agreements can be done through vertical agreements? First is tie-in agreement. In tie-in agreement, what I will do, I will sell you one bottle and also tell you to purchase this bottle you have to purchase this soap too. So this is called tie-in agreement. For example, you are going to purchase a car and they will say you have to purchase insurance from this company only. So this is called tie-in agreement. So this is again anti-competitive agreement. Then second is exclusive supply agreement. I make an agreement that I will supply to you only, not other suppliers. That is called exclusive supply agreement. Then exclusive distribution agreement. Here after supplying, they will also say I will distribute only this market only. So the exclusive distribution of agreement. Then refusal to deal. You will refusal to deal with other person who are there in the market. So for example, I make an agreement to you that I will supply to you only, then automatically I am refusing to deal with the other competitors. So refusal to deal. Then resale price maintenance. So over here we maintain the price of the resale in the resale market, that in that price only for the I'll fix the price that you cannot sell my goods less than 100 rupees. That is called fixing the resale price market. So these are the agreement in the vertical agreements. The famous case in vertical agreements has been filed by the Ajay Devgan in his film in the year 2012. He said that in Yash Raj film has made a vertical agreement with the theaters, multiplex, that they have purchased more and they have made agreement with them that they cannot share, because he has in the same year they have published they have showcased two movies, Ek Tha Tiger and Jab Tak Hai Jaan with them. They have the film Son of Sardar. So Son of Sardar could not able to get more that theaters than the Jab Tak Hai Jaan. So they say that they have made an agreement between that only they will show the Yash Raj movies, not Ajay Devgan's movie. But over here they failed to prove through the evidence that Yash Raj has made an agreement with this theaters. So here hence this case not proved by the Ajay Devgan, and they failed to prove the vertical agreement. So it says that is not kind of agreement over here. So they are not penalized for this act. So this is about the vertical agreement. So today we discuss about the section 3 of the Competition Act and its application. Section 3 subclause 3 is horizontal agreement, 3 subclause 4 is vertical agreement. 3 subclause 3 also includes cartage is per se void, and 3 subclause 4 is not per se void. You have to prove it that it's come to be as a void. So it's all about vertical competitive agreements under section 3. Thank you.